Well, I think I'm still a day behind. I haven't caught up on that missing day yet, but here I am. Hello, everyone. Bert Lowe here, and I think the thing that comes to mind is a conversation I had with my brother yesterday regarding feeling depleted and where that comes from. This isn't so much of an East-West thing. Perhaps it is. I think this is a decidedly American experience. Perhaps people in other countries can tell me otherwise, but there's a lot of discouragement and fear that I'm perceiving in our culture today, having to do with, and it's been going on for quite a while, that the American way has become something of needing to strive to become worthy, successful, and safe. And while I agree with every one of those reasons for pursuit of excellence and achievement, underneath all of those is the implication that we're not enough without achieving. We're not enough without becoming something. We have to attain a level of respect and value and worthiness that we don't have to start with. And this comes down to a simple value that I had to consider for myself as an adult. It wasn't something that was presented to me. It was something that became clear that, is my worth as a human being dependent on anything? And if so, what? Because I want to know what that is so I can get it. And my conclusion is that it's not, at least not in my mind, and it's not for the people that I see in my life. It's not even the people that I know. It's people in general, human beings. To me, they are worthy of love. They are worthy of care. They are worthy of compassion, just because they are human beings, just like any other creature. And whether or not they earn or attain something beyond that it's apples and oranges. It has absolutely nothing to do with their self-worth. It has to do with their financial statement. It has to do with their effect on the world. But it has nothing to do with whether or not they are worthwhile. And so there's a really strong distinction between the value of a person and the value of what they do. And they're separate, and they can't have anything to do with one another. Otherwise, we get into this trap of I'm not enough unless whatever. It's conditional. Our acceptance of ourselves is conditional. The love that we have, that we receive, the love that we give is conditional. And I believe that's the effect. I think we see the effects of that thinking in divorce, in job dissatisfaction, in the hopeless, discouraged hunger that we have for politicians that might have some character, or might get us out of this pain that we're in. It makes sense to me why Trump might be an example of getting out of that pain. Anyway, underneath all of that is, I think, a personal choice as to what we're seeking and why. And for me, this all came down to creating and fostering and developing and honing a connection with a power that was greater than myself, a power that was not human, because I had previously put my power and my reliance in other humans. And while there's a place for that, to do that with my entire being is unfair and unreasonable and unsustainable. So, in that regard, I see why people would, what the appeal of church is. But I challenge that church is just the beginning of a spiritual pursuit, of a relationship with something divine and something greater. If all we do is end up with the entirety of our worldview being defined by a book, a literal book, that cannot help but be limited by the words that are in that book and the interpretations of those words. And even though we might be able to use our imagination, it's still pretty limiting when there's so much more in my mind. I will try and get another posting today. It's 6 minutes after here, and thank you. I'd love to hear what you think. Bye-bye.